Invincible God of Killing System. Chapter 1. Shenwu Continent, Tianyan City, in a remote courtyard of the Lin family. The last picture in Lin Fei's mind was that he was hit by a car while trying to save a little girl. I couldn't remember what happened next, so I tried my best to open my eyes and then sat up. The sudden pain all over his body made Lin Fei gasp in pain. After he recovered, Lin Fei looked at his surroundings. The simple house was empty, not even a decent thing, and the environment was different from modern times. Lin Fei was confused. Suddenly, Lin Fei felt a sharp pain in his mind and couldn't help but scream in pain. A huge amount of memories poured in, and Lin Fei realized that he had traveled through time. The Shenwu continent respects martial arts. Warriors can split mountains and rocks, fly in the sky, and even more, they can move mountains, seas, and even shatter the void. But even all the bloody dramas of time travel also happened to me. I am a loser and not taken seriously in my family. The Lin family is one of the three major families in Tianfeng City. He is the son of the head of the Lin family and a maid, and his mother died unexpectedly early. I have no talent for cultivation, and I am only a one-star warrior so far, so I have never been looked upon seriously by my father. Moreover, in the family, even the servants can bully me at will, so I have no status at all. It was because a servant insulted his mother that he had a conflict with him and was seriously injured by the other party. Unexpectedly, the unlucky guy accidentally died, so he happened to travel through time. Fortunately, this guy was named Lin like himself. Flying, otherwise I wouldn't be very used to it. Since you have come to this world where martial arts is respected, you must work hard to become a strong person, reach the top, and control your own destiny. Others have golden fingers when they travel through time, such as grandpas and so on. As for mine, come out quickly, otherwise I will be a waste now and can't do anything. Then a pleasant voice came from Lin Fei's mind. Ding! Congratulations to the host for binding the God of Death system, is it activated? Lin Fei said excitedly. Nonsense, it must be activated. Congratulations to the host for activating the system. Get a newbie gift package. Acquire the God level skills to kill gods. Shenwu mainland skills are divided into Yellow level, Zon level, Earth level, Heaven level, and God level. Each level is divided into 3 grades. The God killing technique is a system exclusive technique. It is currently at the God level and can be upgraded. Each time you upgrade, you will gain different abilities. A page of interface appeared in front of Lin Fei's eyes, and he opened the character attributes. Host. Lin Fei. Realm. 1-star martial apprentice. The martial artist realm levels are divided into 10 stars for each level of martial apprentice. Warrior. Martial master. Martial spirit. Martial king. Martial lord. Martial emperor. Martial saint, and martial god. Experience. 0-200. Kung Fu. Killing God technique. Weapons. None. Martial arts. None. Gold coins. 0 inches gold coins can be used to purchase things in the mall and draw draws. Looking at some interfaces, there are also task systems, system mall lottery systems, etc. However, some systems have not been opened yet and will only open after reaching a certain level. Isn't this just like the previous online games? You can defeat monsters and upgrade, it's really cool. Then Lin Fei opened the novice gift package given by the system with great hope. Obtain 10 healing pills and 10 rejuvenation pills. 10,000 gold coins. 4 upgrade coupons, available in martial arts realm. Obtained the growable weapon blood drinking knife, which is currently rated yellow and low grade. Weapons are divided into yellow level, mysterious level, earth level, heaven level, and god level. Each level is divided into 3 levels. Upper, middle and lower. Lin Fei quickly took 5 healing pills, and all his injuries were healed. He even discovered that taking extra pills could increase his experience. Although it wasn't much, the cumulative effect was incredible. After spending 4 more upgrade coupons, he successfully advanced to the 5-star martial arts realm. He felt that his strength had increased a lot, and Lin Fei's mood also improved a lot. But at this time, a voice came from outside the door that made Lin Fei very unhappy. Hey, third young master, let me see how you are doing. Then the door was pushed open, and a sharp-faced young man came in. He looked at himself with a teasing look on his face and said, I beat you like this yesterday, and you can get out of bed so quickly. The man in front of me in my mind's memory is called Zhao Long. His father is the steward of the family and he usually bullies me. Yesterday, it was because he severely injured Lin Fei that he time traveled to this unlucky guy. Ding! Congratulations to the host for getting the mission. Killing the evil slave will reward you with 1000 experience points, 1000 gold coins, and the martial arts Thunder Palm. A man who originally wanted to take revenge himself took revenge on the spot. What's more, the system also gave such generous rewards. Lin Fei said calmly. When did the dog crawl onto the owner's neck to poop? When Zhao Long heard this, he immediately said angrily, calling you young master is giving you face, you are just a waste. Zhao Long said arrogantly, although I can't kill you, I can still teach you a good lesson. With that said, he walked towards Lin Fei and prepared to teach the waste in front of him a lesson. Although Zhao Long is a servant, he still has the strength of a 5-star warrior. Who knows that he was so useless before that he was not even as good as a servant. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been bullied so miserably. Lin Fei calmly looked at Zhao Long who raised his fist to hit him. Lin Fei secretly thought to himself, fortunately he has a system, otherwise he would have been in vain again today. Seeing Lin Fei, a loser, punching him, Zhao Long laughed and said, you loser, you still dare to fight me, it seems that the lesson you learned yesterday was too light. Lin Fei took advantage of Zhao Long's contempt for him, gathered his energy and punched him backwards, hit him hard against the wall and spat out a mouthful of blood. Impossible, how could you, a loser, hurt me? Zhao Long said in disbelief. Lin Fei was too lazy to talk nonsense with such an evil slave, so he drew out the blood-drinking knife and killed Zhao Long directly. What surprised Lin Fei was that he seemed to see a streak of blood flying out of Zhao Long's body and integrating into his body. It seemed that a blood streak had appeared after he killed someone with the blood-drinking knife. This made Lin Fei a little confused. It was easy to understand the blood-drinking knife's killing upgrade. What would happen if a line of blood energy merged into his body? Could it be because of the skill? Lin Fei couldn't figure it out and didn't bother to think about it anymore. After all, the god of killing technique is a god-level skill, so it's normal to have some special effects. Then you hear the system prompt. Congratulations to the host for killing the enemy. Get 200 experience points and 200 gold coins. Congratulations to the host for completing the mission, gaining 1000 experience points, 1000 gold coins, and the martial arts Thunder Palm. Congratulations to the host for being upgraded to a 7-star warrior. Lin Fei said happily, the system is awesome. I have been upgraded to a 7-star warrior in just a short time. Let's see who dares to call me trash in the future. What surprised Lin Fei was yet to come. Another voice came out from the system. Congratulations to the host for completing the first kill. The level is +3. The current level is a 10-star warrior. Upgrading from a 2-star warrior to a 10-star warrior in one day was something that was unimaginable before. This speed of upgrading made Lin Fei very excited. But there is also a bit of trouble. Zhao Long's father, Zhao He, is the steward of the family and an 8-star warrior. Currently, he is not capable of fighting against him. If you kill his son, the other party will definitely cause trouble for you, so you need to find a place to upgrade first. Although I am not afraid, wouldn't it be better to come back when I am stronger? A good man will not suffer the immediate consequences. Lin Fei comforted himself and said. As soon as he left, Lin Fei closed the door and ran directly outside the family, preparing to go to the Monster Mountain Range 200 miles away from Tianfeng City. Along the way, some servants laughed and said, isn't this the good-for-nothing young master of the Lin family? Where are you going in such a hurry? Seeing the ridicule of the Lin family servants, Lin Fei ignored it, but remembered it in his heart, I will take care of you when I come back next time. After leaving the family, Lin Fei rushed directly to a monster mountain outside the city, preparing to fight monsters here and upgrade, and then go back when he became stronger. Soon Lin Fei arrived at the outskirts of the Monster Mountain Range. The Monster Mountain Range was extremely vast. It was rumored that there were even 8th-level monsters in the core of the mountain range, which were equivalent to human martial emperor-level experts. Monsters are divided into levels 1 to 10, corresponding to human warriors to the realm of martial gods, but there are only some low-level monsters on the periphery. However, it is still a bit dangerous for Lin Fei now. After all, he is only at the level of a 10-star warrior, and the monster mountain range is still a big challenge. In the past 2 days, all he encountered were ordinary first-level monsters, such as wild bulls and light wolves. Lin Fei used the thunder palm with his left hand and the blood-drinking knife with his right hand to harvest. Lin Fei discovered that as long as the monster was killed by him, the blood-drinking knife could absorb the blood and strengthen himself. Congratulations to the host for killing the monster and gaining 200 experience and 200 gold coins. After all, I am a 10-star warrior, so these monsters pose little threat to me. They were all killed by Lin Fei one by one. When he killed the last monster, the system prompt sounded again. Lin Fei felt that the slain monsters flew out streams of blood and merged into his body, but he still didn't change much. But what is gratifying is that after killing so many monsters, the blood-drinking knife has been upgraded to the middle-grade yellow level. It's not impossible to be promoted to a divine weapon or even higher one day at such a speed. Congratulations to the host for reaching full experience and successfully upgrading to a 1-star warrior. Open the system mall and look at the dazzling array of products, various weapons, martial arts, and elixirs in the system mall, but you need gold coins to purchase them. However, looking at the rare items and peerless artifacts in the front row, and the required gold coins displayed below, Lin Fei was dumbfounded for a while, and he was surprised by the large series of numbers displayed. Lin Fei also saw that there were upgrade coupons available for purchase in the mall. The upgrade coupons became more and more expensive as his strength increased. Although the price was expensive, at least it was still acceptable. Enable the lottery system and award a lucky draw opportunity. After looking at the lottery system, there are various products in the mall, as well as upgrade coupons. The most speechless thing is a big thank you for participating in this cheating option. It obviously depends on character. Although it is a bit cheating, it is still relatively cost-effective to draw 10,000 gold coins once. Lin Fei has always believed that his character is very good. The system rewards special martial arts, draw sword. Draw sword slash, condenses 1/3 of the body's strength into an invisible sword energy to attack the enemy. The attack power is increased by 3 times, and there is a 20% chance of killing the enemy directly. Quote. Lin Fei thought excitedly, the products produced by the system must be high-quality products. It's incredible. Drawing the sword is a special martial skill. The stronger the host, the greater the power. The invisible sword increases the attack power by 3 times, which is already a trump card. What's more powerful is that there is a 20% chance of instant kill. If you encounter a strong person in the future, you might as well kill him instantly with one move. Thinking of this, Lin Fei felt secretly happy. However, the top priority was to improve his strength. He calmed down his excitement and purchased a Zon-level low-grade body and martial arts skill from the mall, Tianzong. Movement and martial arts are a must. After all, martial arts in the world are fast and unbreakable. The most important thing is being able to escape in critical moments. Lin Fei continued to wander around for 2 more days. During this period, he killed many first-level monsters, gained a lot of experience and gold coins, and the blood-drinking knife was upgraded to a high-grade yellow level. The realm has also reached the 3-star warrior level. As the realm improves, more and more experience is required. Lin Fei walked deeper, hoping to find some powerful monsters to practice with. First, you can improve your combat experience, and second, you can get a lot of experience and gold coins. After walking for a while, Lin Fei's hair suddenly stood up. 2 low roars came from the front. He looked intently and saw 2 violent bears coming. The violent bear is a 2nd-level high-level monster, which is equivalent to the strength of human 7-star warriors to 9-star warriors. It is extremely powerful and thick-skinned, and even 10-star warriors will have a headache when it goes crazy. Lin Fei secretly exclaimed, "Unlucky, unlucky, I can handle one end, but I have a headache when I go to both ends at once. But I can't control that much. I can't let go of the ones that come to my door." One of the shortcomings of the Earth Dire Bear is that it moves slowly. When God opens a door for you, he will close a window. You can still fight with your body skills. Although it is a bit dangerous, it is not without the strength to fight. Although I am only a 3-star warrior, With the bonus of God-level skills, my combat power cannot be underestimated. And I also want to challenge myself. I can't always be wretched and develop. The most important thing is that I can run away if I can't beat him, hee. Lin Fei had an idea in his mind and started to take action. He raised his fingers and shouted at the two monsters. Two big stupid bears, come here and die. Although the two monster beasts could not understand what Lin Fei said, Lin Fei's actions clearly angered the two monster beasts, and they roared and charged towards Lin Fei. Seeing the 5 to 6 meter tall violent bear charging toward him violently, Lin Fei was a little scared, but he still rushed forward. Although the two monster beasts were very powerful, Lin Fei relied on his physical advantage and used the blood-drinking knife to leave many wounds on the two stupid bears. This made the two monsters even more violent, with their hair standing on end, and their speed and strength became even more powerful. Lin Fei struggled to parry. As expected, it was still a bit difficult to deal with two powerful monsters at the same time, and he consumed a lot of energy. I thought to myself, it's not good for me to delay it any longer. I need to make a quick decision, or else I'll just run away. But Lin Fei obviously doesn't believe in evil, and running away is not his style. If he doesn't believe that he can't handle these two stupid bears on his own. Lin Fei saw the opportunity and used draw slash. With 3 times the attack power, he barely managed to kill one of them, but he was also slapped on the back by the other one. Lin Fei was slapped more than 10 meters away. He vomited a large mouthful of blood and was in severe pain all over his body. But then the system prompt sounded. Congratulations to the host for killing the violent bear, gaining 3,000 experience points, 3,000 gold coins, and the martial arts overlord Palm. Congratulations to the host for his upgrade, he is now a 4-star warrior. Lin Fei felt that his empty chi was restored directly, and his injuries were healed immediately. This was the incredible thing about the system. Each upgrade can directly restore all injuries and infuriating energy. This is why Lin Fei dared to fight the two monsters. As long as you kill one, you can level up, and the rest will be better dealt with. But what Lin Fei didn't expect was that he could also gain martial arts skills by killing monsters. Maybe it's because all the previous ones killed were some first-level monsters, so I only gained experience and gold coins. It should be the same as the ordinary wild monsters and elite monsters in previous online games. The stronger the monsters, the more good things they can explode. There was still a violent bear left. Seeing his companions being killed, his eyes became even more blood red, and he felt much stronger. Roaring and charging towards Lin Fei. Lin Fei didn't bother to waste time, he just drew his sword and slashed. His strength improved a lot, so Lin Fei easily solved this one. Another voice came from the system. Congratulations to the host for gaining 3,000 experience points, 3,000 gold coins, and gaining the magical power of fury. Congratulations to the host for upgrading the blood-drinking knife to a low-grade Zon-level weapon. Looking at the blood-red blade, Lin Fei felt very comfortable. It turned into a low-grade Zon-level weapon so quickly. It seems that he will kill more monsters and people in the future. And as the blood of these two monster beasts merged into his body, Lin Fei clearly felt that his physical body had become much stronger. This blood energy is integrated into one's own body, as if it is slowly tempering one's physical body, making one's body stronger. God-level skills are indeed not simple. I don't know what other wonderful uses they have. I believe that as my strength slowly improves, I will discover all the wonderful uses of the exercises, and it will definitely be more than this. Lin Fei checked again that he had just acquired martial arts and magical powers. Overlord Palm, Zon-level middle-grade martial arts, the user's palm power is domineering and powerful. This is not bad, it is indeed a Zon-level mid-level martial skill. With his current strength, coupled with the improvement of God-level skills, and this martial skill, he can fight or even kill a 10-star warrior. Violence belongs to the magical power that increases the user's power 5 times for 1 hour, and the cooling time is 1 day. Although it is a 5-fold increase in strength, it is also incredible, but it can only be used once a day, and the magical power can be upgraded with use. But Lin Fei knows that such a heaven-defying skill is impossible without any limitations. Lin Fei heard that bear paws were a good thing in his previous life, but unfortunately he had never eaten them. This time, he could try something new and bake some bear paws. With that said, he cut off 2 bear paws and found a cave nearby. He hadn't had a good rest after being out for so many days. I was busy fighting monsters and upgrading, and I wanted to take a good rest today. I started a fire, simply processed the bear's paws, and then set it up to bake. As time passed slowly, the bear's paws slowly turned golden, and an alluring fragrance made Lin Fei a little impatient. Just when Lin Fei was about to pick up the bear paw and start eating, a beautiful figure suddenly appeared in front of Lin Fei. Before Lin Fei could react, the baked bear paw was snatched away. Wow, it smells so good. I haven't eaten meat in a long time. A girl's voice came to Lin Fei's ears. Lin Fei yelled, "What are you doing? This is my thing. I haven't eaten it yet. How can you just rob it?" The girl in front of me said with a smile, "How can a man be so stingy? Do you want to argue with a weak woman like me?" Lin Fei said angrily. "You are a weak woman." Lin Fei carefully looked at the girl in front of him, his flexible eyes moved intelligently, a bit naughty, a bit naughty. Wearing a light green dress, her waist is not too tight, and her skin is as delicate as warm jade, she looks like a great beauty. But the look of eating bear paws is a bit unsightly. Could it be that this girl was starved to death in her previous life? Lin Fei said in his heart. Could it be that a sister Lin fell from the sky? Forget it, don't worry about her, beautiful women always need special treatment. Hey, have you seen enough? How can you stare at a girl like this? You can tell at a glance that she is a pervert with evil intentions. The girl's voice interrupted Lin Fei's fantasy. Lin Fei came back to his senses and said, "Isn't it polite to steal other people's things?" The girl pouted. "Oh, you are so stingy. I just want to eat one of your bear paws. If there is one more, why don't you bake another one?" Lin Fei was a little speechless. "Little girl, you said it very easily, why don't you bake it yourself?" Lin Fei, who said this, put another bear's paw on the fire and roasted it. The girl said angrily while eating, "How old are you, and you still call me a little girl? I'm a brat." Lin Fei suddenly said in a bad way, "Lin Fei, may I ask the girl her name and if you can make friends with her? After all, a man can't resist a beautiful woman, hee hee." The girl didn't care and said, "My name is Sharuazu. Thank you for the baked bear paws. They are so delicious. I usually don't give them to me at home. I still sneaked out this time." Lin Feixin said bluntly, "You ran away secretly. Why? Could it be that you were running away from your marriage?" Sharuazu suddenly said in surprise, "How do you know?" Lin Fei didn't expect that he was right when he said casually, "Of course I guessed it. Isn't this an old routine?" After eating half of the bear paw poop, he patted his belly and said, "I'm full. Goodbye. See you again when I'm destined." After saying that, he jumped away and disappeared in the blink of an eye. This made Lin Fei a little speechless. This girl came and left in a hurry. I still wanted to spend the night in a cave with this beauty. After all, a woman is not safe at night. Lin Fei said lustfully in his heart. Forget it, it's more important to fill your stomach first. After that, I ate all the other freshly roasted bear paws. After eating and drinking, I found a place to rest in the cave for the night, and stretched out in the morning. Then I went to fight monsters, wondering if I could meet the beauty from yesterday. It's better to improve your strength. In this world, as long as you are strong, you may not be able to pick up girls. It's a pity that in my previous life, I was still a virgin in my 20s, and it was so tragic that I was hit and killed just to save someone and traveled to this world. You can no longer be such a coward in this life. You must be more free and happy, and get drunk on the lap of a beautiful woman. This is what Lin Fei longs for. Lin Fei continued to practice in the Monster Mountain range, and after about a month, he killed all kinds of monsters. Get a lot of experience and gold coins, and also explode a bunch of useless low-level martial arts and weapons. Moreover, level 3 monsters can also explode demon elixirs. This thing is also very useful. It can be used to practice weapons, elixirs, and formations. Warriors can also refine the power within it and enhance their own strength. I also obtained a lot of spiritual herbs on the way, and they were all received into the system space. The strength has also been upgraded to the realm of 10-star warriors, and the blood-drinking sword has also been upgraded to the top grade Zon level. Lin Fei relied on his own martial arts to deal with ordinary level 3 monsters with ease. However, once he encountered a third-level mid-level monster, the Flame Lion, which made Lin Fei suffer a lot, and all his trump cards were revealed. He used his magical powers, Violent Rage, and sword drawing to barely kill the monster, and unleashed the Zon-level top-grade martial art, Crazy Sword Slash. Crazy Knife Slash. Zon-level high-grade martial arts, use the true energy to condense into a sword to slash at the enemy. Lin Fei can check it. Now that he has more than 300,000 gold coins, he is ready to play the lottery system and see how his character is. With that said, he clicked on the lottery page, and there was a lottery opportunity given by the system. I clicked directly to start the lottery. The pointer rotated quickly and finally slowly pointed to the 4 words, "Thank you for participating." Lin Fei cursed secretly in his heart. I know the system is so evil, how could it be possible that there would be something good the first time? I don't know if the system heard Lin Fei's voice, but skipped the "thank you for participating" and landed on a sparkling object. This made Lin Fei very excited, and then he heard the system's pleasant prompt. Congratulations to the host for drawing a peerless item. The chance is 1 in a trillion and you will get a mountain and sea ring. This made Lin Fei extremely happy. He had been drawn with such a slim chance, which meant that his character was still good. He quickly checked the attributes of the item. The Ring of Mountains and Seas, the level is unknown. It is currently in a sealed state. There are 9 levels of seals in total. Currently, the Ring of Mountains and Seas is a small world that can store living creatures. In the future, as the host's strength increases, the seals can be slowly released. After looking at the attributes of the Mountain and Sea Ring, Lin Fei almost couldn't control his excitement. This guy is so unbelievable, even more so than some space ring. Lin Fei merged his mind into the Mountain and Sea Ring and found that it was dozens of miles in diameter, with a lake in the middle, and the rest was empty. So Lin Fei planted some spiritual grass obtained from the system space into it, and then his mind exited the Shanghai Ring. But you can't let others know about this thing. If others find out, even the powerful martial god will probably hunt you down. Moreover, the Mountain and Sea Ring is still in a sealed state. I really don't know what will happen if the 9th level seal is unlocked. Fortunately, the Mountain and Sea Ring can be directly integrated into the physical body and cannot be seen by others. You can just find a space ring to hide it from others in the future. Lin Fei said that he was going to continue the lottery. With his European emperor's physique, he would definitely get a lot of good things. For once, thank you for participating. 10 times, thank you for participating. Until the 30th time, I still thanked you for participating. Lin Fei's eyes were red. I guess I used up all my characters in the first draw, so I didn't even draw any more afterward. I don't believe it, do it again. As the pointer slowly turned, it stopped on the upgrade coupon. Lin Fei finally felt relieved and finally got something, otherwise he would have suffered a big loss. After seeing that all the gold coins he had worked so hard to save were almost used up, Lin Fei felt like crying. I'd better play less with this thing in the future. It's like gambling, it's easy to lose yourself. The right way to upgrade is to fight monsters honestly. Then I used the upgrade coupon I just obtained and successfully upgraded to a 1-star martial artist. In fact, Lin Fei also wants to wait until he reaches a higher level before using the upgrade coupon. After all, more and more experience is needed later, but the system will not give you loopholes to exploit. Because the upgrade coupon is only valid for 1 day, it will be useless after the time has passed. The system beep sounded again. Congratulations to the host for opening the recycling system. You can exchange unused items into gold coins. Congratulations to the host for being promoted to a 1-star martial artist. The god of killing technique has been upgraded. The body of killing has been condensed for the host. The technique will automatically operate. The killing body can make the host's attack power more powerful, improve the physical body, and recover from injuries faster. The more blood and energy you get from killing enemies, the better. Quote. The technique runs automatically, restoring its own state at all times, and can be practiced independently. The higher the host's strength, the faster it runs. Lin Fei was secretly happy. Isn't this equivalent to upgrading by hanging up? He is always restoring his true energy and gaining experience. It seems that he will be 1 step closer to becoming a strong man. He will soon be able to go back and teach those who bullied him in the family a lesson. Lin Fei recycled all the useless martial arts and weapons in the system space to the system and got 50,000 to 60,000 gold coins. He also recycled several demon pills to the system and got another 20,000 to 30,000 gold coins. It was also a big comfort. Who made me lose all the gold coins to draw the lottery? Lin Fei is now a one-star martial artist, and he has become bolder. He began to slowly walk towards the inner circle of the mountain. After all, it is challenging to kill a higher level monster, and the high experience can help you upgrade quickly. If you want to quickly gain a foothold in this world and not be bullied, you must work hard to improve your strength. No matter where you are in the world, you must have strength to fight against fate or even control your own destiny. Lin Fei is very clear about this, so he can't wait to improve his strength, because he wants to be the master of his own destiny. Not long after, Lin Fei encountered a pack of wolves, a group of howling moon wolves, a group of demon beasts, dozens of them, dozens of pairs of eyes staring at Lin Fei from the dark. It made Lin Fei a little scared. Not long after, the wolf pack surrounded Lin Fei, fearing that Lin Fei would run away. Lin Fei didn't plan to escape, and he didn't want to miss the experience that was delivered to his door. Most of these howling moon wolves are level 2 demon beasts, and only 7 or 8 are level 3. The Wolf King leading them should be a level 3 peak demon beast. Although it's a bit troublesome for Lin Fei, it's not a big problem. After killing these demon beasts, he can probably level up 2 more. After saying that, Lin Fei rushed towards the wolf pack, and the snow-drinking knife instantly killed 3 level 2 howling moon wolves. Congratulations to the host for killing the demon beast, experience 1000, gold coins plus 1000, or get the weapon Moon Blade, martial arts Gale Claw. Quote. The 3 consecutive mechanical sounds of the system made Lin Fei feel very happy. After all, leveling up by killing monsters is to gain experience and gold coins, but not every monster can explode things. But it also angered the Wolf King, who roared to the sky, and the remaining wolves rushed towards Lin Fei in a swarm. Relying on his rich combat experience and agile body movements, Lin Fei wandered among the wolves and killed several more howling moon wolves in a short while. However, those level 3 howling moon wolves were still a bit threatening to him. He was scratched by the wolf claws several times, and once he was almost bitten in the thigh. As time went on, Lin Fei solved most of the level 2 and 3 level 3 howling moon wolves, and gained a lot of experience to upgrade Lin Fei to a 2-star martial artist. But what surprised Lin Fei was that the Wolf King did not make a move. He bathed in the moonlight and stared at him coldly. Lin Fei cursed in his heart, my little brothers are almost dead, and my big brother is still not up. This Wolf King must be sick, but this is exactly what I want. Quote. Otherwise, the Wolf King himself might suffer a great loss. After all, the Wolf King is already at the peak of level 3, equivalent to the realm of a human 10-star martial artist. Lin Fei reached the realm of a 2-star martial artist, and his strength increased a lot. The few remaining howling moon wolves were quickly killed by Lin Fei. As the system's prompts came one after another, these monsters turned into experience and gold coins, and some martial arts techniques, as well as some elixirs and the like. Now only the Wolf King is left. At this time, Lin Fei felt bad and said, oh no, this guy seems to be promoted to a level 4 monster. Under the illumination of the moonlight, Howling Moon Wolf looked up to the sky and roared, and its body grew stronger at a speed visible to the naked eye. Lin Fei said that he was unlucky. When the monster reaches level 4, its power and speed cannot be compared to the level 3 peak. It must be at least 10 times stronger. Now I am in trouble. I have to advance at this time. I may not be able to succeed even if I want to run. I can only bite the bullet and fight. The Howling Moon Wolf, which had been promoted to the 4th level monster, looked at him fiercely and rushed towards him quickly, at an extremely fast speed. Lin Fei didn't dare to be careless, and immediately began to violently use his supernatural powers. His strength was increased 5 times. He put his arms across his body, but was still slapped 10 meters away by the Howling Moon Wolf. Fortunately, during this period of time, my body has been tempered by blood and energy, and has become much stronger, and I only suffered a few minor injuries. The 4th level monster is really terrifying. Currently, I can't fight it. I can only use my sword to cut it to threaten this monster. It's best to trigger this instant kill chance, so you can only take a gamble. Lin Fei shouted. Draw out your sword and slash out with an invisible sword energy. Howling Moon Wolf couldn't see the sword energy, and a terrifying wound was cut on his body by the sword energy, which made Howling Moon Wolf even more violent. He opened his bloody mouth and bit Lin Fei again. Lin Fei had no choice but to draw his sword and slash again. But this time it was different. The system issued a prompt. Congratulations to the host for triggering the instant kill skill, killing the level 4 monster, gaining 30,000 experience, 30,000 gold coins, and the martial arts phantom clone. The blood-drinking knife was promoted to the lower level of the earth level. At this time, the blood-drinking knife was as red as blood, and the blade let out a low groan. It looks more domineering, and seems a bit like a psychic, but the weapon must reach the heaven level to have independent spirituality. After the weapon reaches the heaven level, it will become spiritual, but the blood-drinking knife still has some way to go. I believe it is not far away. Congratulations to the host for being upgraded to a 4-star martial artist. Seeing that his energy and injuries have all recovered, Lin Fei feels that he has no system. Especially this instant kill, I really want to try if I can directly kill someone at level 5 or higher, but the probability of triggering it is really hard to say. Life is important and you can't try randomly. It's okay if it's triggered, but if it doesn't trigger the life, just tell me where it is. Lin Fei looked at the howling moon wolf that kept rushing towards him, and then fell straight to the ground and died. Lin Fei checked out the martial arts phantom clone, earth level middle grade physical martial arts. After practice, it is extremely fast. Like a phantom, it can also transform into 3 clones at an extremely fast speed. Moreover, the clones can maintain 30% of the combat power of the original body. Minute. This martial skill is really incredible. It is simply the best weapon to save your life when running away. After resolving the battle, prepare to clean up the battlefield. There are demon elixirs in the monster corpses. These can be recycled to the system to exchange for gold coins. After taking out the demon elixirs of all the demon beasts, Lin Fei had an idea: could the recycling system collect the demon beast corpses? Lin Fei immediately experimented, and it turned out that it could actually be recycled. Without saying a word, he recycled all the monster corpses and got a lot of gold coins. This operation made Lin Fei smile from ear to ear. The main reason was to protect the environment. After killing the monster, he even recycled the corpse, and not a single hair was wasted. I looked at the gold coin balance in the system and found it was around 300,000, which made me feel happy. I originally wanted to gamble on my character through the lottery, but I resisted because the lottery system was so cheating after all. Lin Fei was really afraid that he wouldn't be able to get even a hair out of it, so he might as well keep the gold coins to buy some useful things. Lin Fei pushed into the inner area while fighting monsters and upgrading. Soon more than a month passed, and Lin Fei also successfully upgraded to a 9-star martial artist. If word spread that Lin Fei had gone from a 2-star martial arts disciple to a 9-star martial artist in just over 2 months, no one would believe it. Unknowingly, Lin Fei walked to the inner perimeter and met a level 5 monster, the demonic ape. Seeing this monster, Lin Fei turned around and ran away without saying a word. Fortunately, I have cultivated the phantom clone, otherwise I would really be in danger. I wonder if Lin Fei is lucky. He accidentally broke into a hidden valley, which contained various elixirs. In the middle of the valley, a 6th-level elixir grew. Wangji fruit, taking it at the peak of Martial Lord can increase the chance of breaking through Martial Emperor by 30%. It can also be used to refine Wangji pill, which is more effective than taking it directly. Lin Fei said a little coquettishly, "It's my good luck. I stumbled across this great place randomly." He carefully transplanted the Wangji fruit into his Shanhai ring, and put all the remaining various elixirs into it. The entire valley's elixirs were transplanted by Lin Fei, and even some ordinary fruit trees were not spared, preparing to keep them to satisfy his craving for food in the future. After all, I have never eaten these things on Earth in my previous life. When I came to this world, I wanted to taste everything I could eat. Looking at the valley that was about to be emptied, Lin Fei was a little embarrassed. He felt like a robber, with no land left to grow. However, seeing Shanhaiji slowly becoming more energetic, Lin Fei nodded with satisfaction and said, Whatever, no one here wants it anyway, so I just accept it. Lin Fei simply rested for 2 days in the valley before preparing to go out. After all, it was inside the mountain range, so it was much more dangerous. Not long after we entered, we encountered a martial level monster, which was equivalent to a human martial level warrior. My current strength is still too weak and I can't fight against it for the time being. It seems that I still need to be more cautious. Lin Fei secretly made up his mind and said, kill monsters and level up, and develop your skills. Others can reach the full level in the novice village. I can't be so reckless. If I accidentally fart, I may not be able to travel through time again next time. Lin Fei didn't dare to go any further. He only found some soft persimmons nearby and squeezed them. He didn't know how many days had passed. Lin Fei killed a level 4 mid-level 1 horned rhinoceros and heard the sweet sound of the system. Congratulations to the host for upgrading draw slash. The attack power is increased 5 times and the instant kill probability is increased to 30%. Congratulations to the host for being promoted to a 1-star martial spirit. The sub-professional system has been opened. The host can practice alchemy, weapon refining, formations, and spells. The host can only choose one of them to practice. Lin Fei decisively chose to make elixirs. After all, elixirs were popular everywhere. The main reason was that he had obtained so many elixirs to prepare elixirs for himself in the future. Congratulations to the host for becoming an alchemist. The alchemy skill is level 1 inch proficiency 0/100. Currently, you can refine a first-grade elixir. Practicing elixirs can improve your proficiency and increase your experience. I have given up the idea of refining alchemy now and will talk about it later when I have time. Lin Fei felt the powerful strength all over his body again, and Lin Fei felt a little elated. In the later stages, it becomes more difficult for a warrior to improve his strength, especially when he upgrades to a martial spirit. Lin Fei feels that his strength has increased by more than a tiny bit. It is almost impossible to fight against an ordinary person with 7 or 8-star martial arts strength without starting to violently use magical powers now. By activating the rage and drawing the sword, I might be able to challenge King Wu. If I'm lucky, I can trigger the instant kill chance and kill the opponent. Thinking of this, Lin Fei smiled unconsciously. It's almost time to return to the family and make those who bully me pay the price. The most powerful ones in the family are none other than King Wu, his own cheap father, cheap grandfather, and the 3 great elders. There is nothing to worry about if you go back with your own strength. If necessary, you don't mind betraying the family. It depends on how my family treats me when I go back this time. I hope it won't make me feel disappointed. When he was about to return, he noticed a deafening roar deep inside the area. Hearing the sound, the monster was not far away from him. To be honest, Lin Fei really wanted to go and see the excitement. Seeing that this imposing monster had at least the strength of a level 5 peak monster, for the sake of his own life, he had better dodge first. Lin Fei was just about to run when he saw a beautiful figure flying in the sky and flying towards him. It was Sha Ruizu who was trying to grab his bear's paw. Only the strong king of martial arts can fly in the air, but I didn't expect that this girl would become the king of martial arts at such a young age. It's just different from those women who look like vases. She must have a profound background. Lin Fei was stunned for a moment, and Sha Ruizu was not far away from him, and saw Lin Fei who was stunned on the spot. Sha Ruizu shouted anxiously, "Run quickly, the 2 peak level 5 monsters behind are just a hair away from being promoted to level 6 monsters." In the blink of an eye, he passed Lin Fei's position, and Lin Fei took a closer look. How did you bring these 2 big guys into trouble? Then he immediately cast his phantom clone and rushed towards the outside at all his speed. There are 2 big guys at the back, one is the flaming tiger king covered in red, with a pair of big wings behind it, and it flies extremely fast. There is also a 3-headed demon dragon, with a dark black body dozens of meters long and 3 heads, and its speed on the ground is no slower than that guy in the sky. Lin Fei did not dare to be careless and used all his strength to exert his earth-level movement skills. His speed was no slower than Sha Ruizu's flying speed, and he quickly caught up with Sha Ruizu. Lin Fei took the time to shout, "My aunt, what did you do to make the 2 big guys behind you chase after you? Poor me, you brought disaster to the fish pond." At this time, Lin Fei discovered that Sha Ruizu was also seriously injured. There were burnt marks on the clothes on the back, and there was blood on the chest. It looked like he had vomited it, but he was holding a magical elixir in his hand. If you look carefully, it turns out to be the 6th level elixir dragon blood fruit. No wonder the two big guys behind her are chasing her like crazy. After taking this elixir, the next two monsters will definitely be able to directly and successfully advance to level 6 monsters or even go one step further. Sha Ruizu was a little surprised at this time. What level of martial arts do you have? You can almost keep up with me on the ground. Still caring about this at this time, Lin Fei sometimes really couldn't understand what these women were thinking. Sure enough, the ancients did not deceive me, women's hearts are as deep as the bottom of my heart. Lin Fei couldn't help but smile. How did you snatch the dragon's blood from two monsters? If it doesn't work, just leave it to them. It's important to save your life. Sha Ruizu pouted. That won't work. I'm of great use. I found it after searching here for so long. And while these two monsters were fighting, I finally succeeded. How could I give up so easily? It seemed that Sha Ruizu didn't want to give up the dragon blood fruit so easily. And Lin Fei also secretly thought, it's bad luck, bad luck. Continue to use the skills and run with your head down, hoping that the monster behind cannot catch up with the two of them. Lin Fei looked back and saw that the two monsters were getting more and more violent. After all, the 5th level monsters had intelligence no less than that of humans. The Flame Tiger King condensed a flame in his mouth and instantly flew behind Sha Ruizu, feeling the powerful power of the flame behind him. Sha Ruizu had to shout, Zon Bing Palm, and sent out a cold palm force, barely blocking a flame behind her. However, Sha Ruizu had a hard time resisting the flames, and was then slapped away by the tails of the 3 demonic dragons that caught up, causing her to vomit blood and fly backwards. Lin Fei, who had already run a certain distance, suddenly turned around and caught Sha Ruizu, who was flying upside down. The girl in his arms had already passed out. The 5th level peak monster struck madly, and someone with a lower level of cultivation would have died on the spot. Seeing the two approaching crazy monsters, Lin Fei felt a lot of pressure. It was a bit difficult for a hero to save a beauty. But he couldn't do it even if he watched a beautiful woman die in front of him. After all, it's hard for a hero to be a beauty. Without saying a word, Lin Fei activated his berserk. His strength increased 5-fold, and he used draw slash to aim at the tails of the 3 demonic dragons. Although he turned on the rage and used the sword to slash, Lin Fei still underestimated the strength of the 5th level peak monster. Lin Fei was directly hit by the tail and flew far away. Taking advantage of this moment, Lin Fei threw the dragon blood fruit in Sha Ruizu's hand far away. In order to compete for the dragon blood fruit, the two monster beasts did not care about chasing them too. Lin Fei flew backwards and spit out several mouthfuls of blood. My whole body was in severe pain, but I couldn't care too much now and quickly used my skills to take Sha Ruizu to a safe place. It didn't take long for me to find a cave and get in. I used my true energy to knock down the rocks and block the entrance of the cave. Enduring the severe pain, I put Sha Ruizu away, thinking, this time we suffered a big loss. Next time, we should do less heroic things to save the beauties. If we are not careful, we will die. Lin Fei quickly opened the system and purchased 2 5th-grade elixirs. The Great Return Pill. As long as you don't die if you are below the strength of the martial master, all injuries will be restored immediately. He spent 600,000 gold coins, which made Lin Fei feel distressed, but in order to recover from the injury quickly, he could only cut off his flesh and buy elixirs. Lin Fei made up his mind that after this incident, he would also find time to practice elixirs. The system was really evil. The gold coins he had worked so hard to save were gone, which made Lin Fei feel so distressed that he almost died. After taking a pill, his injuries recovered quickly, and the extra energy was turned into a lot of experience. Lin Fei sighed and said, it's a bit of a waste to eat it by myself. I didn't buy it mainly for Sha Ruizu. The most important thing is that Lin Fei also wants to try it. In his previous life, other people on Earth were not like this. Only the expensive ones are delicious. Although the system is rather sinister, I still appreciate this spirit of not wasting, turning the excess energy of the elixir into experience. Looking at the unconscious Sha Ruizu, with her pale face, it's a good thing she met me, otherwise I don't know how she died. Lin Fei murmured to himself next to him. Then Lin Fei put another great return pill into Sha Ruizu's mouth, and saw her pale face turn rosy at a speed visible to the naked eye. At this time, the eyelashes were trembling slightly, and it seemed that he was about to wake up. The great return pill was indeed not exaggerated. He recovered so quickly after suffering such a serious injury. The pills in the system were indeed enough. Seeing that Sha Ruizu was about to wake up, Lin Fei quickly slapped himself, vomiting a mouthful of blood, and leaned against the edge of the cave pretending to be depressed. As soon as Sha Ruizu opened her eyes, she saw Lin Fei looking weak and leaning against the wall with difficulty. He quickly stepped forward to help Lin Fei and asked, "What's wrong with you, Lin Fei, are you okay?" Lin Fei pretended to be weak and said, "Do you think there's anything wrong? I'll save you from 2 level 5 peak monsters. In order to save you, I gave you the only 5th grade elixir I had on me. Otherwise, how could you have recovered so quickly?" At this time, Lin Fei was shamelessly leaning on Sha Ruizu. Lin Fei thought to himself, girls from other worlds are really easy to deceive, so I don't think I saved her in vain this time. You are a fool if you don't take advantage of it. Sha Ruizu's face turned a little red. I'm sorry for causing trouble to you, and thank you for saving me. I still have some elixirs here. Take them quickly to heal your wounds, and quickly take out a lot of elixirs from the space ring. He gently fed Lin Fei into his mouth, but they were all 4th grade healing pills, and he took several pills in a row. Sha Ruizu wanted to continue feeding, but Lin Fei quickly stopped him and said, it's okay, it's okay. If you continue to feed me, I will be killed. Sha Ruizu just stopped what she was doing. Lin Fei pretended to close his eyes and cross his knees to heal his injuries. After a while, he opened his eyes and saw Sha Ruizu staring at him. Lin Fei joked, "Beauty, do you think I'm so handsome that you want to marry me?" Hearing Lin Fei speak, Sha Ruizu's face immediately turned red. Can you please stop being so narcissistic? Who is going to commit myself to you? Lin Fei smiled and said, then you admit that I am handsome. I remember that heroes save beauties, and then beauties pledge themselves to me. Sha Ruizu said shyly, how can I be like you? Besides, I'm still engaged. Lin Fei couldn't help but sigh. The little girls from another world are still innocent. Even if they slept together in the previous life, it was just like that. Lin Fei said seriously. At first, you said you were running away from marriage, which means you don't like him. Actually, I also like you very much. If you want, we can face it together. Lin Fei continued to say shamelessly. It would be a disobedience to not date girls when they are available. She must win the beauty in front of her. Sha Ruizu said a little helplessly and sadly, Lin Fei, I am actually the princess of the Eastern Sha dynasty, and my father gave me a marriage to a young man from an aristocratic family in an imperial city. Women in the royal bloodline do not have the right to make their own choices. It is basically an exchange of interests. From ancient times to the present, few people have been spared. Lin Fei suddenly said domineeringly, what are you afraid of? As long as you are willing, I can conquer the mountains and seas for you. Sha Ruizu whispered, of course I am willing, but there are too many helplessness in the royal family, but you can't change anything now with your power. Sha Ruizu spent most of her time in the palace and had not experienced many storms. This was the first time she met a handsome and ruffian-looking man like Lin Fei. Moreover, Lin Fei was seriously injured trying to save her life. Of course she had a very good impression of Lin Fei. Lin Fei smiled faintly. Don't worry, give me some time, no one can stop us from being together by then. After saying that, Lin Fei walked over and hugged Sha Ruizu into his arms. The girl in front of him was a little resistant at first, but she felt the warmth on Lin Fei's chest. Sha Ruizu no longer resisted. She felt at ease in Lin Fei's arms, feeling that the man in front of her could protect her from the wind and rain. With the beautiful woman in his arms, Lin Fei was a little fanciful. But now is not the time, my image as a gentleman cannot be destroyed like this. After a long time like this, Sha Ruizu broke away from Lin Fei's arms and asked softly. Lin Fei, where is the dragon blood fruit? It's useful to me. I'm going to give it to my father to help him break through to the martial emperor realm. When the time comes, he will definitely promise me not to marry anyone else, and then he can be with you. Lin Fei smiled bitterly and said, you think the two peak level 5 monsters are so easy to deal with, I threw that elixir out. I will take you to escape while they are robbing me. Sha Ruizu nodded a little disappointed. Lin Fei added, although the dragon blood fruit is gone, I got a emperor fruit here, which I can give to you. Although the effect is not as good as the dragon blood fruit, it should be able to help your father break through to the martial emperor realm. After saying that, he took out the emperor fruit and handed it to Sha Ruizu. Sha Ruizu waved her hands quickly and said, I can't have it, it's too expensive. Lin Fei said mischievously, Shuiei, you are too cute. What's mine is yours. If you can't, just kiss me and take it as repayment. She said and closed her eyes shamelessly. Shuiei, come on, don't be shy, come and kiss more. Sha Ruizu stamped her feet and said, Lin Fei, you are so bad. If you keep doing this, I will ignore you. Lin Fei was a little helpless, so he had to give the Wangji fruit directly to Sha Ruizu and said, just treat it as a betrothal gift, haha, let's rest for a night first, we will go out tomorrow. After saying that, he found a place to lie down on the ground, and casually teased Sha Ruizu, Shuiei, you are alone, do you want to come and sleep with me? Sha Ruizu said with a flushed face, not now, not until we get married. Don't think about it now. After saying that, he ignored Lin Fei and turned around to find another corner to sit cross-legged and prepare to rest. Lin Fei touched his nose helplessly and stopped teasing Sha Ruizu. After all, the women here are too conservative in their thinking. They can't compare to those spirited girls in the previous life, who just took it easy and just picked up their pants and left. If it were really like that, Lin Fei himself wouldn't be able to accept such a person as his woman. After saying that, he clicked on the system page to view his own properties. Host. Lin Fei. Level. 1-star martial spirit. Experience. 12,500 100,000. Kung Fu. Killing God Ju. The Kung Fu operates automatically and quickly recovers the state. The current body of killing is condensed, and the blood body of killing can be condensed at the next level. Martial skills. Overlord Palm. Mid-grade mysterious level. Phantom Clone. Low-grade Earth level. Crazy Sword Slash. High-grade mysterious level. Draw the sword and slash. Special martial arts. Increase the attack power 5 times, and have a 30% chance to kill the enemy directly. Supernatural power. Can increase the host's strength 5 times within 1 hour, with a 1-day cooldown time. Sub-profession. Alchemist level 1 inch proficiency 0/100ths. Concurrently refined first-grade elixirs. Alchemist levels are divided into levels 1 to 10. Gold coins. 75,000. Lin Fei loves this system so much. It has only been a few months since he traveled to this world, and he has gone from a waste to a 1-star martial spirit. He nodded with satisfaction. A 1-star martial spirit is considered qualified to establish a foothold in this world. In fact, Lin Fei was lonely in his heart. He was not completely used to being alone in this other world. Fortunately, there should be a lot of beauties in this world, so I shouldn't be too lonely in the future. Thinking of this, Lin Fei fell asleep without realizing it. Lin Fei had a dream. I dreamed that I became the strongest man in the Shenwu continent, hugging me from left to right, free and happy. But at this moment, Lin Fei felt a sudden pain in his arm, and the beautiful scene turned into bubbles and dissipated. Lin Fei opened his eyes and saw Sha Ruizu pinching his arm. No wonder he woke up. Seeing Lin Fei waking up, Sha Ruizu said angrily, "What kind of sweet dream did you have? You smiled so obscenely that your saliva flowed all over the floor." Lin Fei saw a puddle of liquid on the ground and said without blushing, "Of course I dreamed about my Shuiei, that's why I'm so happy." Sha Ruizu rolled her eyes at Lin Fei. "Only a ghost can believe what you say, how come I find that you are getting worse and worse?" Lin Fei said with a serious face, "Men are not bad, but women don't love her. Besides, because she likes her, she reveals her true nature instead of hiding it. I have this kind of character. I can't be like those hypocrites with dignified looks and elegant manners. I don't know how many dirty things they have done behind the scenes." Sha Ruizu couldn't help rolling her eyes. This guy Lin Fei can do it. At this time, Lin Fei suddenly punched the wall in annoyance. "I'm so sorry, how could I just sleep yesterday? Sha Ruizu asked Lin Fei with a puzzled look. What happened? Lin Fei said disappointedly, did you change clothes at night? I was asleep and didn't see it. I really regret it. Sha Ruizu angrily hit Lin Fei with her fist. Why do you think about these bad things every day? Can't you be more serious? Lin Fei said with a bad smile. Hey, I won't tease you anymore. Let's leave this place, I want to go back to the family. Then the two of them walked out of the cave together, but Lin Fei and Sha Ruizu noticed movement in the distance, and there were waves of monsters moaning. Lin Fei heard this. Shuiye, let's go over there and have a look. It sounds like the three demon dragons and the flaming tiger king yesterday. Sha Ruizu was a little worried and said, it's too dangerous, let's not go, Lin Fei. Lin Fei smiled and said, as long as I'm here, it's okay. The sound sounds weak. It looks like both sides will suffer. If something goes wrong, we can just run away. It shouldn't be a big problem. The main reason is that Lin Fei needs too much experience to upgrade now. If both of these two monsters are harmed, he can just go over and make up for it, and he's done. As he said that, he pulled Sha Ruizu and ran in the direction of the sound. He quickly arrived at the place and carefully hid behind the big tree to observe secretly. Lin Fei soon discovered that the three demon dragons seemed to have advanced, and 4 claws grew out of their bodies. The blazing tiger king seems to have also advanced. His body is taller and his whole body looks like blazing flames. Only one night had passed, and Lin Fei didn't know what happened to the two monsters, but they both advanced to level 6 monsters. Fortunately, both monsters were seriously injured and did not notice Lin Fei's arrival. Although I don't know why they are still fighting, this is exactly what Lin Fei wants. Let's fight, and finally I will appear again to take advantage. Sha Ruizu pulled Lin Fei's sleeve and said, let's go. These two monsters are now at level 6. If we are discovered, it will be difficult for us to escape. Lin Fei said nonchalantly, it's okay. These two guys severely injured us yesterday. This revenge must be avenged. The main reason is that Lin Fei wants to destroy these two big monsters so that he can gain experience and upgrade, and he also wants to see if he can explode anything good. It's just that it's not easy to explain to Sha Ruizu that I have a system, so I have to make up a reason to tell Sha Ruizu. Lin Fei observed. The two monster beasts are basically fighting at close range now, and both monster beasts are covered in scars. It looked like it wouldn't last long, so I waited like this for about 2 hours. The two demonic beasts who had been in a stalemate finally came to an end. The flaming tiger king was defeated by the 3 demonic dragons. After all, people have 3 heads, so having 2 more heads is an advantage when biting. Lin Fei was thinking to himself. In the end, the flame tiger king was pinned to the ground by the 4 claws of the 3 demonic dragons, unable to move. He is about to die, and he basically has no strength to struggle, but it seems that the 3-headed magic dragon is not much better. At this time, Lin Fei anxiously said to Sha Ruizu, Shuiye, wait here for me to come back, don't move. As he said this, Lin Fei used his phantom clone and rushed directly towards the 3 demonic dragons. The main reason was that Lin Fei was afraid that the Flame Tiger King would not be able to hold on and die. Then he wouldn't be able to gain experience. If that happened, Lin Fei would be heartbroken, so he rushed forward quickly. Although the 3 demonic dragons were seriously injured, Lin Fei did not dare to be careless. After all, he had become a level 6 monster, and a skinny camel was bigger than a horse. He immediately started to go berserk, and instantly used the sword to slash. An invisible sword energy instantly slashed at the 3 demonic dragons. The 3 demon dragons looked at Lin Fei, who suddenly appeared, their eyes full of anger. The last time the human in front of them escaped from their eyes. This time he actually dared to attack himself, ready to slap the ant in front of him to death. But the raised claws of the 3 demonic dragons seemed to be frozen, and they died just like that. The flaming tiger king behind them, who was on the verge of death, was also killed by the aftermath. A system prompt appeared in Lin Fei's mind. Congratulations to the host for triggering the instant kill and killing 3 level 6 demonic beasts. The host gets twice the experience and gold coins because he surpassed 2 levels for the first time and killed. Get 1.5 million experience points, 1.5 million gold coins, gain the martial arts Phantom Xiaoyao, and get the Guardian Ring. Killed a level 6 demonic beast, the Flame Tiger King, and gained 750,000 experience points, 750,000 gold coins, and a martial skill of 1 yang finger. The blood-drinking knife has been upgraded to an Earth-level mid-grade weapon. Congratulations to the host for being promoted to the 8-star martial spirit. This time it was really exciting. I killed 2 level 6 monsters and jumped directly to the 8-star martial spirit. And there are so many good things coming out. Lin Fei excitedly looked at what he had obtained. Phantom Xiaoyao, Earth-level top-grade physical and martial arts, the speed after being used is as fast as lightning, and the figure can turn into afterimages. Yiyang refers to heaven-level low-grade martial arts, gathering power and shooting out from the fingers, the power is unparalleled. Click to learn these 2 martial arts. The system is amazing because after learning, you can use it directly. You don't need to spend time practicing the martial arts. The Guardian Ring, heaven-level intermediate defense weapon, absorbs the spiritual energy of heaven and earth, and when activated, it can withstand the attack of a great realm warrior for 1 hour. The times can be stored 3 times. This is a good life-saving thing. This harvest made Lin Fei extremely happy. His decision was quite correct. Wealth can be found in danger. Lin Fei took out the demon elixirs of the 2 demonic beasts, and recovered the bodies of the 2 demonic beasts to the system. They were worthy of being level 6 demonic beasts. He received 500,000 gold coins when the bodies were recovered to the system. Sha Ruizu also came to Lin Fei at this time and asked a little confused, Lin Fei, why are you collecting the corpse of the monster? Such a big monster does not take up storage space. Things about the system were not easy to explain, so Lin Fei could only prevaricate and said, don't ask, Shuiye, I'm useful, but I can't explain it to you. It's taken so long, let's get out quickly. After saying that, he took Sha Ruizu's hand and walked out of the Monster Mountain range. When they were about to leave the Monster Mountain range, the 2 of them slowly slowed down, because after going out, they would be separated for a short time. Lin Fei and Sha Ruizu were both reluctant to leave each other. But after being out for so long, it's time for both of them to go home and take a look. Lin Fei comforted, Shuiye, don't be unhappy. The reason for separation is to meet better next time. Lin Fei gave the Guardian Ring to Sha Ruizu. Shuiye, a heaven-level mid-level defensive weapon, releases a light curtain, which can withstand the attack of a great realm warrior. The ring can absorb power independently and can release the protective light curtain 3 times. Sha Ruizu waved her hands repeatedly. No, it's too expensive, I can't have it. Lin Fei said domineeringly. Just take it and use it as a token of love. Lin Fei spent 3 million gold coins from the system mall to buy the prefecture-level high-grade martial arts, Extreme Ice Sword Art, and gave it to Sha Ruizu. Sha Ruizu tried her best to shirk it, but unfortunately she couldn't resist Lin Fei, so she had to accept it in the end. Sha Ruizu said a little sadly, Lin Fei, I'm leaving. You are not allowed to mess around outside, and you must come to me quickly. When Lin Fei didn't react, he kissed Lin Fei and then flew away. Lin Fei touched the face that was kissed. He suffered a big loss because he was taken advantage of. He will ask her to pay it back next time. After watching Sha Ruizu go away, it was time for Lin Fei to return to his family. With my current strength, even if I don't need to be violent, I can fight with ordinary martial king masters. When I go back this time, I will definitely make those who bully me look good. Lin Fei, who had reached the 8-star martial spirit, was even faster and arrived at the door of his family in a short time. However, he was stopped by 2 gatekeepers. The 2 guards said, how dare you come back, you loser. If you kill Zhao Hu, the housekeeper will not let you go. Lin Fei smiled and said, if you kill a dog of the Lin family, just kill it. What will happen? The 2 guards scoffed disdainfully. That's a lot of bullshit. You, a loser, didn't know what method you used to kill Zhao Hu. These 2 guards had made things difficult for him in the past, and Lin Fei was too lazy to talk to them. Get out of here, or don't blame me for being rude. The 2 of them suddenly laughed. Has this good-for-nothing young master lost his mind? The 2 people who were laughing were slapped by Lin Fei until they vomited blood and fell to the ground. They looked at Lin Fei in disbelief. When did this loser become so powerful? Lin Fei walked up to the 2 of them and crushed their palms with his feet. The screams of the two people made Lin Fei impatient and said, "Dogs are just dogs. Next time you see me, your eyes should be brighter, or I will kill you next time." The two endured the pain and quickly got up and knelt on the ground. "Thank you, master, for sparing your life. We will never dare to do it again." Lin Fei walked slowly into Lin's house. Not far after he entered the door, he met the housekeeper Zhao He, who came after hearing the news. This man was the father of Zhao Long, who was killed by him. After seeing Lin Fei, he shouted loudly, "Lin Fei, you finally dare to come back." Lin Fei looked at Zhao He contemptuously. "What can you do when I come back?" Zhao He's face was full of anger. "You killed my son with despicable means. I will take you down and send you to the family law enforcement hall to be punished." Lin Fei said calmly, "If you kill a Lin family dog, kill it, and I will kill your old dog today." Lin Fei was too lazy to talk nonsense with Zhao He. In the past, this guy and his son had no money to bully him. Zhao He's angry face was full of sarcasm. "Do you really think that someone in the family will take care of you, a waste like you? As long as I don't kill you, I will torture you. You still want to kill me, you loser, are you just out of your imagination?" When Zhao He was about to continue speaking, Lin Fei pointed his finger and shot out a stream of qi that penetrated Zhao He's heart. "There's so much nonsense, I'll send you to meet your son, you won't be lonely on the road to hell." In fact, this was the second person Lin Fei came to this world to kill. Although he was not the one being bullied, the fused memories also left a deep impression on him. "After killing these two people, I seemed to relax a lot and my mood was a little elevated." Lin Fei knew that it was the memory of this body that had affected him. Lin Fei returned to the house where he lived before and looked at the dilapidated scene in front of him. Lin Fei secretly said in his heart, "Don't worry, I will make my way in this world in the future, and no one can bully me anymore." Not long after, several people arrived, kicked open the door and rushed in. The leader scolded, "Lin Fei, you are so courageous to commit murder within your family. Do you think you don't take our law enforcement hall seriously?" Lin Fei said nonchalantly, "If a dog bites its owner, he will kill it. Do you still want me to pay for it with his life?" The leader smiled and said, "I haven't seen you for a few months, but you have learned to be sharp and sharp. You really take yourself seriously. I won't give you any more nonsense. Just follow me and go see the head of the family. How you deal with it depends on how your father treats you," he said disdainfully. Everyone knows that the trash in front of them is not welcome, and they don't bother to pay attention to it. Lin Fei readily agreed. "Okay, lead the way." After saying that, he followed the people from the law enforcement hall and left. It's ridiculous to say that after Lin Fei's mother died in his memory, he never saw what his father looked like again. Soon Lin Fei came to the family hall. In the middle of the hall sat his father, Lin Zan, the head of the Lin family. There are also the first elder Lin Ruihai and the third elder Lin Feiyan, who are also his uncle and third uncle. Lin Zan looked at Lin Fei, who was calm, and said angrily, "Sir, do you know what mistake you made?" Lin Fei said neither humble nor arrogantly, "I don't know what's wrong with me. I won't offend others unless they offend me. If someone offends me, I will kill someone." The great elder next to him scolded, "Look at this loser who is still so arrogant. Someone come and destroy his dantian and let him reflect on it." As he spoke, the people from the law enforcement hall rushed in, ready to attack Lin Fei, but the tallest among them was only a 10-star martial artist. Lin Fei blasted out with a palm, knocking several people in front of him away. They fell to the ground and vomited blood and couldn't get up. The elder said in surprise, "Okay, I haven't shown any skills in a few months, and now I dare to resist the family. Third child, kill this kid yourself." Quote. Lin Fei said mockingly to himself, "You don't care about the intricacies, you just want to destroy me. The great elder is so majestic." Lin Feiyan, who heard the great elder's instructions, was about to stand up and prepare to attack Lin Fei. Lin Zan said a little unhappy, "Brother, why are you so anxious? Lin Fei is my son. Even if something happens, I will take care of it. You don't need to worry." At this time, Lin Fei also took a good look at the nominal father in front of him. At least these words sounded like a father. The elder's face looked very unhappy at this time, but it was hard to get angry. After all, Lin Zan was the head of the family. Lin Zan said to Lin Fei. Then tell me what happened and why you killed Zhao Long and Zhao Hu, father and son. Although they are just servants, you can't kill them at will. After all, the family has family rules. Lin Fei said lightly. I am a waste in your eyes, they have been bullying me all the time. I didn't have the ability to resist before, so I had to endure it. Now that I have the ability, I naturally killed them all. No matter how unbearable I am still the young master of the Lin family. If a servant or a subordinate commits a crime, I will kill him. What's wrong with that? Lin Zan looked at his son in front of him. He was no longer as cowardly as before and would not let others bully him. This made him very satisfied. After all, no one would be happy to have a good-for-nothing son. Okay. Okay. As expected of me, Lin Zan's son. It's okay. You can go down. The elder standing next to him immediately stood up and said, Master, this is inappropriate. This man is cruel and kills his servants at will. He should be severely punished. Otherwise, it will chill the hearts of the Lin family's servants. Lin Zan said, let this matter go now, no need to mention it again. Lin Fei knew very well in his heart that in fact, this old boy was very dissatisfied with his father being the head of the family and had always been eyeing the position of the head of the family. In addition, Lin Ruihai himself is also a martial arts master, so he is unwilling to submit to others, which is a bit tit for tat with his father. Lin Zan didn't take him seriously, which made him very unhappy. At this moment, a man came in from outside and announced, Master He is here to visit. Master He is the only 5th-level alchemist in Tianfeng City, and he has a distinguished status. I don't know how many people begged him to make elixirs, but most people didn't dare to offend him in the slightest. Unexpectedly, he would come to his family this time. Lin Zan said, please come quickly. Soon the so-called Master He came in, with 2 people behind him. When Lin Zan saw the old man in front of him, he quickly stood up and greeted him, Master He is here, and Pengpi will shine. The old man in front of him just said yes, which made Lin Fei feel like he deserved a beating. He was so crazy. Lin Zan didn't pay attention, and then turned to ask the 2 people behind the old man, Brother Zuo, why are you bringing your virtuous niece to my place today? Zuo is the head of the Zuo family, but his strength is not as good as that of the 3 major families in Tianfeng City. His strength is comparable to that of a 1-star martial king. I'm a little hesitant about the left bank. Master He who saw this said urgently, hurry up and tell me, after the matter is resolved, I will take my disciple to learn alchemy. Zuo said helplessly, Brother Lin, let me tell you straight, I broke off the engagement for the sake of Shanshan's child. Lin Fei looked at the girl. She had a good figure, a curvy front and a good face. There is a sense of arrogance between the eyebrows, and it feels like a big-breasted and brainless person at first glance, which is not my cup of tea. The girl is the daughter of the head of the Zuo family, named Zuo Shanshan. Lin Zan's face instantly darkened when he heard this. Have you thought about this matter, Master Zuo? His words were no longer so polite. He broke off the engagement. Wasn't this just a slap in the face? How could Lin Zan give him a good look? Before Zuo could speak, the girl next to him said proudly, I have now become Master Yi's disciple, and I will become a distinguished alchemist in the future. A waste like Lin Fei is not worthy of me at all. From now on, my man must be a best among men. Let him not be a toad and want to eat swan meat. Quote. Zuo quickly stopped his daughter, Shanshan, don't be rude. Lin Zan was a little helpless. Master He in front of him was a 5th-level alchemy master. It was not easy for him to offend him, but he was also very aggrieved to be slapped in the face. Lin Fei muttered in his heart, it's the old routine of breaking off the engagement again. It seems that the protagonist has to go through breaking off the engagement, otherwise how can he become stronger? Seeing his father being spoken to like this, Lin Fei had no choice but to stand up and say, it's okay to break off the engagement, but it's not you who broke off my engagement, it's because I don't want you. A woman like you is annoying to look at, and she is not worthy of entering my Lin family. Well, you can get out, and we will never have anything to do with you from now on. Quote. Although he doesn't have much affection for his father, he is his father after all, and he doesn't want others to lose face to him. When Zuo Shanshan heard Lin Fei's words, she was so angry that she could hardly speak. His face turned red and he yelled angrily, "You are just a loser. What qualifications do you have to say this? How are you worthy of me?" Lin Fei mocked, "I don't want a woman like you. Can't you understand human language?" Master Yi's face was obviously very unhappy, but he couldn't say much about other people's family affairs. He said with an unhappy expression, "That's enough. Once the matter is resolved, go back and don't embarrass yourself again." Lin Zan was a little helpless. The boy in front of him really showed no mercy when he spoke. Master Yi was offended now, but there was nothing he could do. But this guy does have the guts, he's brave enough to take action, and he has my style. Then he politely asked the old man in front of him to stay. The old man flicked his sleeves and left with a look of displeasure on his face. Then Lin Zan called Lin Fei to the study alone. He opened his mouth and said, "Good boy, what have you experienced during this time, and why have you changed so much? But you are quite capable. Although you offended Master Yi, you also gained face for me." Lin Fei said calmly, "This is what I should do, after all, you are my father." Lin Zan heard Lin Fei's complaints and said helplessly, "I admit that I have not fulfilled my responsibilities as a father in these years, but I also have my own difficulties." Lin Fei was silent for a while and did not ask his father what his difficulties were. In this world, sometimes family ties are indeed a little indifferent, but at least the man in front of him is his father. Lin Fei is also a little entangled in his heart, whether he should cut off the blood connection or not. Thanks for watching.